Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our experience in green empowerment with WASH projects, specifically in Latin America. So, well, first of all, green empowerment works and strengthens in-country partners, organizations to build clean water and renewable energy infrastructure with indigenous and rural communities across the globe. As you can see in the map, we are working in Latin America, in Africa, and Southeast Asia too. And specifically in Latin America, now we're working in Bolivia, in Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Nicaragua. So now I'm going to explain a little bit how is our model of work to achieve sustainability for WASH projects. And I'm going to emphasize sorry, what we are trying to do to make the projects financially viable. So we have these three big pillars for WASH projects. First of all, we have community-based management, local implementation, and quality WASH service. And after to explain each of these with more details, I would like to mention that in 2021, a program evaluation of green empowerment found that 97% of our projects or WASH projects are still functioning between 2 and 10 years ago. So I think we are trying to find the sustainability along the time from WASH projects in the region. So next, please. Thanks. Well, this is our first, probably most important pillar for WASH projects. And this is one thing that we always try to do, and to find not just the general sustainability for the projects, but the financial sustainability. It's that we work with the communities before, during, and after the project, because the needs, the interest, and the investment comes from the community. For example, we have one community in the south of Peru that they say, oh, we need some help, we need some support to have a water system here. So we work with partners and start the whole work, but we had their participation in the whole project, in the planification of activities during the project. We work with labor financially too, and after with monitoring the project. So the system management is assuming no outside support. And as I mentioned before, we are trying that the community can appropriate of the whole system, so they can manage the system after our participation in the process, and after the partners' participation too. And finally, we have this demanding, transparent, technical, administrative, and financial management. It's because the community, it's the one that decide how much they need to pay for the service. So we work with them together to decide, according to their consumption, how much they are going to pay each month, for example, for the water service. So after that, we work with the water committees, and they save the money. And after some time, they can maintain the system just by themselves. A second pillar, we have the local implementation. And when we are talking about the local implementation, it's about the partners that we have in each country. So first of all is the community counterpart that I was talking about this before. And it's not just about labor, in most of the cases, but in some countries, as Nicaragua, for example, we have financial contribution for the community. So they give some from their own savings, they participate in the project, and with our support and probably other institutions' support, we create the whole system together. The projects are by local partners, so we have partners in each country, and they are in charge of the technical assistance, and they have technical teams in each city, in each country that we're working with. So it's important for us that the community can go to the partner to ask for support, to ask for some advice in the implementation of the project. And also we have appropriate design. We do not have the same design, the infrastructure designed for every system, for every country, is depending of the reality of the community. So we have some people in our team that are in charge of these designs. So we work with them. And the last one, it's about the quality wash service. So we are trying in every water project to, first of all, have a domestic access 24/7 with meters. And for us, this is the second one is very important because we just found that when people have a domestic access, have water and from the tap in their houses, they found that the service has a high quality and they are committed to pay for the service. So we found that if they have a good water with good quality too, they pay every month to sustain the service. And also we are working in Latin America with meters. And for us, this is a very important thing because with meters, we know how much each family can consume from water. And after we can decide together how much they're going to pay. Targeted innovation, it's about, for example, we have in Ecuador some programs with remote tech supports as WhatsApp groups, for example, when the leaders of the community or the presidents of water committees, they ask specific questions for our team in green empowerment or teams of our partners in country too. So that's very important for us too. And in this part, I like to mention that it's important for us to use local materials so we can support the long-term maintenance. Not they can buy the materials they need for the infrastructure in the closest city, so they don't need to travel for a long time to buy some material for the maintenance of the project. So this is in general our three big pillars to find the sustainability in the projects and specifically the financial sustainability. And to finish the presentation, I would like to show you a little bit about one experience that we have in the south of Peru. This is a solar power pump drinking water system in one Aymara community. It's in the community of Carana in Puno in Peru. This community is confirmed by 100 families. And for some people that we know in the south of Peru, we contact them to ask for support for this water system. So they found our partner, and then with our partner, we start to design the system for them. Now we have, for example, a couple of pictures there. One is the installation of the photovoltaic system for the operation of water pumping. For this one, the community participate in all the construction, and we try to work with local business too to buy the solar panels, for example. And we work since the water source infrastructure until the domestic infrastructure too, included the meters. And then in the next picture, we can see, for example, this is a meeting with members of the water committee and community leaders and other residents of the community. And I would like to mention here that in this community, for example, so many people doesn't speak Spanish. So we try to work with technicians from the community that speak Aymara in this case, or in other cases speak Quechua, for example, in Bolivia too. So for us, it's very important to consider these kind of things to start to work in a new community. It's about the language and how it could be easy for them to understand everything that we are working with. And the next one, please. Melissa? Sorry. Melissa, can you go to the next one, please? Thank you. And here it's, I just put the picture talking about the matters that I was mentioned before, because in every project, every water project, we have these matter installations. So the rate payment, it's according to the consumption, as I said before. And we have this infrastructure in all our projects in Latin America, here in Peru and Nicaragua and all the countries. And until now it's working very well. And in the last picture we have this system that is working good for the financial management too, because we start to try a pilot using a computerized system, so the community, the water committee, can manage the data about the consumption, about the payments from the families in a computer. So they start to manage very well, saying, okay, in this month we consume this quantity of water.
I think I've lost you, Katya, but there might be a problem.
Sorry,
with
I just lost my
internet.
But yeah, I was just finished the presentation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Please finish. Yeah. Please finish the.
Yeah, no, it's just I was trying to finish with that, saying that for us, for our projects in Latin America, these pillars of work are important, not just in general for the sustainability, but for financial sustainability. It's about the payment from the communities, it's about the methods that we use, and it's about the quality of the service that we can provide. We found that if the quality of the service, people from the communities, they want to pay, they appropriate from of the whole system, of the whole project. So after we visit from some communities, after 5 years or after 3 years of the project, it's still functioning. So for us, it's something that we're still learning in the process too, but this is our example right now, how we are working with. So yes, thank you.